2 Timothy 2:10. Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sakes, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahushai with eternal glory. Kal halam la Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Wahawakakudash. In this lesson, I'm going to be dealing with pretty much, we not here to speak in riddles, and brothers that can't speak up and say what they need to say when they need to say it according to the scriptures. The Lord gonna take he gonna take you out, man. This is not for you. You will not be in the seat of judgment, amongst that governing body or anything. You low level because you scared, man. Okay, so that's what I just want to address. But before I get into this, double honors to the hopefully elect elder apostle slaves to be saved. Lord willing, starting with those at the GMS church. Shalom to the rest that may be under the same doctrine. Onward to the men here at this congregation that's in the order, at this faction of this hopefully elect assembly that's in the order and that's giving diligence, teaching, and all truth, faith, and sincerity. Onward to the rest of the Akim doing likewise. Okay, and to the rest of you brothers, and to the rest of you women, children, brothers, sisters, women, children, and men of the Israelite race on this faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai as well. Okay, shalom. Now, Paul said he endured all things for, the elect's sake. So meaning whatever he has to do, whatever he has to feel, that's what he's going to do for the elect's sake, which is all things that one is to feel or might have to do or even say according to what's written in the scriptures. No, regardless of how, one may feel about it. The person, or what it may create, a divide it may cause, because the Lord say, think not I came to send peace. I came not to, bring peace, but rather division. Paraphrasing. So you're going to have times where that's in season and the Lord, he's going to endure the feeling that, he's going to suffer the feeling that he can have about that or someone else can have about that, the loss of relationship, whatever it may be, because that's a part of enduring all things for the elect's sake. I'm going to read this in the NLT. So I am willing to endure anything if it will bring salvation and eternal glory in Hamashiach Yahushai to those the Most High has chosen. So we're not here to pull punches. We're not here to, care about feelings when in moments where feelings can't be cared about. We're not here to be politically correct when being politically correct is out of season. Really it's never in season, but I'm just saying, we got times where we got to be wise as serpents. A man said a wise man will fear in everything, considering time and judgment, but a foolish man is not daunted with fear. So you're going to have those instances. So when you got to say something that needs to be said or address something that needs to be addressed, and you are, a wielder forth of this doctrine, of this word, like the Lord said, I am set for, the scriptures say, or the letters say, I am set for the defense of the gospel. If you have been given this sword, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to wield forth in defense of things that may be defended, people that need to be defended, the Lord ultimately having to be defended. He said, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? And you're not willing to do that, he gonna remove your candlestick. He's gonna search Jerusalem and punish the men that settled upon their leaves. Cause you fucking scared, man. You really scared. And you doing the work of the Lord deceitfully. He said, rebuke them sharply that they may be sound in the faith. So we're not here to talk in riddles to people, man. We're not here to do that. That's how people lose their lives. Period. The Lord has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and a sound mind. Okay? Love and all that, man. But to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose, under the heaven, according to Ecclesiastes, the third chapter, in the first verse, paraphrasing. Okay? So you might have to say something or do something that, once again, is going to cause someone to not like you per se. It might cause friction. It might take you out of your comfort zone, but it will actually bring salvation if you was about it. It will actually bring the salvation to the ones that's written to get salvation. You can actually save a brother's a life, a sister's life by enduring all things, being willing to endure all things. Anything. A brother is supposed to take up shield and buckler for another brother, man. But you ain't willing to do that in the moment where he's supposed to. They say a brother was born for adversity. A brother was born for the day of adversity. Let me move on. This is 1 Corinthians 9:22. To the weak became I as weak. So Paul was willing to do whatever he needed to do. If it's time to be, the nice guy to, because this type of person, this is what's in season. This is the type of person I'm talking to. So in order for me to gain them, let me come down to their level. This is a brother that's hard headed. He ain't listening. So you know what? Let me go to this level. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to this dynamic. Because he said to the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak. I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some. We here to help manifest the salvation of the elect. And it's not going to be by, being scared or not willing to do whatever you have to do and say. No matter how it may make you feel, make you look, make you come off. How far away from your comfort zone that place you have to go to is. If you're not willing to do that, right? How you going to get, the glory that was laid up in front of, at the end of this, that's laid before us at the end of this path. How you going to get it? Which was done and verified to be at the end of this path by the author and finisher of our faith, being Yahweh Shai. When it's time to just put it straight to somebody, you got to put it straight. Period. We're not here to talk in riddles. Sometimes sometimes that's gonna be the case. It's in a sense. Men better get man. Okay? So, because, as Sirach 20 and 20 tells us, it says, a wise sentence shall be rejected. A wise sentence shall be rejected. A wise sentence shall be rejected when it cometh out of a fool's mouth, for he will not speak it in due time, which is the read. So it could be something wise. It could be something that's usually useful, a certain method of going about something. But if that method is brought out and used in a time where it's out of season, it ain't going to work, it's going to be rejected. It's going to be counted as foolishness, So when it's time to be straightforward, direct, that's when you got to do that. And if you try to put anything, say that's the only thing that can work for that moment or that individual. If you put anything in place of that, right, that is of the wisdom, but in different times, it's going to be rejected because it's wisdom out of season. The scriptures tell you don't shoot forth wisdom out of season. Sirach 22:6, a tale out of season is as music in mourning. See that? Nobody want to hear that, man. Nobody want to hear that. It ain't going to want to be heard. Like we in this place, you trying to put us in a whole nother place. The opposite. You trying to put it, we in this end of the spectrum. You trying to put us on the whole other end when people ain't in that place. So it's going to be rejected. It says, but stripes and correction of wisdom are never out of time. See that? Let me read it again. It say a tale out of season is as music in mourning, but stripes and correction of wisdom are never out of time. So when it's time to, when stripe need to be given out, correction need to be given out, and it's of the wisdom is not of the world's wisdom, it's of the true wisdom. That's never going to be out of time because it's in a time where it's needed, and you got to understand that. Okay, stripes and correction of wisdom are never out of time. It don't matter how people take it. If it's done when it needs to be done, it's brought out when it needs to be brought out, it's never out of time. And meaning it's never really truly going to be rejected, no matter how it may appear. People will get it. It's going to make sense in the long run. It's going to pay off in the long run. You know, no pain, no gain, man. So for you leaders that ain't able to be how you need to be, brothers ain't able to be how they need to be, you know what I'm saying? Certain men in the order of the chain of command. If the Lord he gonna remove your candlestick, man. Okay? So call him like how about Shmiel Shai with Harakak with Dash. Shalom.